Hey everyone, it's Summer with AstariaSen, and I know that I said I was going to do 8 at a time, but I realized that was a little bit unrealistic to keep my videos shorter. So I'm going to do 3 or 4 at a time. This next video I'm going to cover number 9, 10, and 11 in the 31 Days of Tarot Challenge by Ethony, which I will link in the description. To her website, her blog about it. And let's go ahead and get started because I definitely for sure want to keep these as short as possible because I know we all have a lot of videos to get through and there's a lot of people participating, and I really don't want to keep anybody longer than what they need to be here to just, get to know me and the kind of decks that I like and my participation of it. And if you feel so inclined and are liking what I'm talking about, please feel free to subscribe and like my videos. I'd appreciate it. I'm just getting started on YouTube, so hi. Anyways, well, not just getting started, like this is my first year on YouTube. I think in February it'll be a year. So, number 9, what is a memorable reading you had in 2019? Omit names, but I'm not really super comfortable talking about the readings I've given other people. So instead, I will talk about the very, very memorable reading I got from somebody else. There is a local holistic fair here in where I live, and they do it twice a year, and the spring one is always the really big one. So last spring, which was the start of 2019 in like March, April-ish, there was a tarot reader who was at the holistic fair, and I had been hem-hawing about whether or not I wanted to get a reading because I had just started getting into tarot and pagan stuff, and I finally decided to go ahead and do it. And there was like a line in this. We have this huge industrial building, and it has a bunch of holistic style stuff, Reiki and crystals, and I mean all sorts of different stuff in it, handmade goods, jewelry, everything, right? But then they have this one section that is just a line of nothing but tarot readers, palmistry, tarot, and just keeps going on and on and on. And it's just this whole line of all these people who do it. And I picked one and I decided to go with her. So I went with her, and she did like a 12 card spread, like a circle spread, which was really cool because I like circles and fae and spiral, and yeah, that's all me. So she did this huge like 12 card spread. She's been doing it for like 40 years. And then she had a bonus card for me too. So it took like 30 minutes to do this reading, which I had not really expected. And yes, I paid for it. It was a good investment for my money. I really enjoyed the experience and everything. So the really cool part about her doing my tarot spread was she was able to read the cards so well because she was so familiar with her deck and so involved in her deck. And you could just feel like you knew she had two tarot decks from the 70s sitting in front of her. One was a male version, and she told me this, and one was a female version. She only used the male version, the male energy one, with guys, and she only used the female one with females. So she basically said like I was the Queen of Swords, and she told me my whole journey for like the last couple of years. And I mean, she told me things that I didn't think she should even know, which really surprised me. And she didn't really she wasn't like out there pretending to know, but she just knew. And then at the very end of the reading, and this was the hard part for me, but also the really enlightening part, because she said that she liked it when the energy spoke through her, when the spirit spoke through her. So my mom died 18 years ago now. It was 17 years when I got this. Yeah, 17 years. And it was sudden and everything else. And so there was always some discord there for me. But at the very end of the reading, I kid you not, she stopped everything that she was doing and she just looked at me and she goes, "She's proud of you." That was it. And like all the hairs that even now they're still standing on end every time I even talk about it. And she like blinked a couple of times and looked at me and she's like, "Yeah, God likes to talk through me and stuff like that." I was like, "Is God a she?" And she goes, "No, I don't think God's a she." I was like, "Because you said she's proud of me." And she goes, "Oh, well, I think it might be your mother." And that just blew me away, dude. So it was really interesting experience. Not all tarot readers are like that, and I do know that. So anyways, now the next question. Number 10, long lost tarot decks you want to reconnect with from your collection. Honestly, I want to reconnect with the Joie de Vivre tarot deck by Paulina Cassidy. I got it, probably one of my first few decks at the beginning of 2019, and I had a lot of darker feelings towards it. And then I've gotten a lot of other Paulina decks since then. And I really liked the artwork, but the feel, the vibe, the energy wasn't quite there for me. So I want to reconnect with it and see if maybe I can change that a little bit. And number 11, which is my final question for this video, is show your favorite depiction of the High Priestess and talk about why. So here is my favorite depiction of the High Priestess. And she's fantastic. She's almost asking you to like come into the card, to follow her, to come check out all these secrets that lay beyond. You know, those dark moths, the moon. The moon represents that hidden realm area and Fae. And this is a Fae deck. And it's going to surprise a lot of my subscribers. This is not a Shadowscapes deck. Shadowscapes is my go-to deck, but the High Priestess in the Shadowscapes is not my favorite. It's actually the one from the Hidden Realms. I like the Hidden Realms High Priestess best. She's so pretty, and she's so mysterious, and she's so almost seductive. Like, come on, let's do this. Let's go find out. So I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So, and you know, maybe I need to reconnect with this deck too, because I've only played with it a couple of times. I don't consider it a long lost one because I carry it with me all the time, even though I don't always use it. So anyways, that was mine. I had a lot of fun doing this one, and I can't wait to see all of your guys's. I'll be in and out doing all of your guys's videos as I can, and I will see you again in a few days to do another set of 3 or 4. So thanks so much for watching, and hit that subscribe button if you want to follow along. Thank you so much.